Alright, so for today, we are going to discuss about cost control strategies as a business operations manager. Okay? Sooner or later, guys, you are going to be involved whether you will be an entrepreneur in the future or as an employee in a establishment or company. As we all know, companies can be classified to large corporations, it could be classified to a medium enterprise or even a small enterprise. Or maybe you will have the opportunity, okay, to be a business owner in the future. Who knows, no? Who knows? So, either you are going to be considered as an operations head or the business owner. No? Alright. So, this subject about costing and pricing is going to be put into action. Alright? So, first and foremost, if you are the owner of the business or for a particular situation, you are the head of a functional department. Doesn't mean, no? Whether you are operations, whether you are in sales and marketing, you are in, let's say, research development, no? Sooner or later, regardless of any functional department, you are the head. Okay? And you talk about what is important to the business. Number one, important to the business is profitability. We all know that. And the second one is, anyone? Profitability, revenues or sales, that is very important. No? Controlling expenses, productivity, efficiency. So in other words, even if you are the owner of the business or the head of any functional department, this is your effect, your marching order. Okay? This is your marching order. Whether you are in sales and marketing, operations, purchasing, this is the common aspiration of the business organization. And the topic is about cost control strategies. And all of these strategies, all right, can achieve this purpose or goals or purpose of the business. Okay. Number one aspect is, let's say, let's talk about materials. In materials, we can, give an example, the raw materials. These raw materials, if we can give an analogy, could be suppliers or vendors. It will deliver the materials to a company. Right? So we are talking of one input of resource, which is materials. Alright. So here, we can see that this one is business to business transaction. Business to business transaction. So in other words, if you are the company, particularly the purchasing department, what could be a good strategy for you to benefit the company? Anyone? What do you think? If you are the purchasing department, one of the staff, how could you create cost control strategy if you are the purchasing manager and you want to buy raw materials? What could be? What could be?
Strategy, sir. Sa cost control.
What could be a good strategy if you are the purchasing manager of a certain organization or you own the business?
I think the 3 vendor policy is
Number 1 is good, no? You must have 3 vendor policy. Very good. Because you want to scrutinize. You want to compare prices, quality, availability. What else?
terms of payment.
Terms of payment. Maybe this vendor wants a cash on delivery. And of course, you want to manage your cash flow. No, I don't like that term. I like maybe terms of payment could be after 30 days. But of course, these suppliers of the same material would like also to have a competitive advantage. No? That's number 6, competitive advantage. Same product. Now, they are going to compete with each other. Maybe the other one will say, "Sir, get it from me. We'll offer you 60 days." Make sense? So they are going to outperform each other. So if you are in the purchasing department and you are talking of cost control strategy, you try to negotiate what is best for that company. A 3 vendor policy. Yeah. Of course, you talk about quality of the material. You talk about the quantity. You talk about the delivery. And you talk about how much. Huh? That is very beneficial. There is also another one. Cost control in terms of materials. And that is your internal admin. What is this? Bond paper, paper clips, stapler. No? These are administrative costs. And if you don't have those, you are going to request that. Correct? And who will be in charge again? The purchasing department. Correct? Because the purchasing department is always the window to the suppliers. So, if you are doing cost control strategies as a purchasing department, as a purchaser, you would like also to have a 3 vendor policy that will, benefit the quality, the quantity, the delivery time, and of course, the cost. No? And when it comes to cost, there is what we call the terms of payment. Checking, cash, 60 days, 30 days. Or maybe, one of the costs is the discount. Why? Because you are getting it not in piecemeal. You are getting it by volume. And if you can negotiate not a retail price, but a wholesale price, again, it is beneficial to your company. And we are talking about cost control strategy, the application side. Do you follow, guys? Okay. Another one could be men. No? And we talk about employees. These are your internal customers of the company. Again, regardless if you are the head of the department or the owner of the business. Regardless if it is micro, small, or medium enterprise. Now, here with employees, there are many cost strategy attributes, no? Like for example, cost control, attendance, and tardiness. What is the benefit of, on a daily basis, on a regular basis, there are no absences, there are no lates or tardiness. What is the benefit of that in terms of cost control strategies? Anyone? Yes. Productivity. If, for example, your operation starts at 9 a.m., all employees are in at 8:45 a.m. You can start operation at exactly 9 a.m. Everybody is present. There are no tardiness. Very good. There is productivity that is going to happen. Not only that, the efficiency. Just imagine, at 8 a.m., you try to imagine the productivity and efficiency of your workers. Just imagine this one. Right? This efficiency is going not to go up exactly because there is, wear and tear, no? Maybe at 11 a.m. they feel, the stomach is already boiling, They can feel that. But if everybody starts work at 8 a.m., my God, your productivity and efficiency. So, with regards to cost control strategy, you try to motivate employees. No? Motivate employees to work on time, not to be late. That is one, motivation. Or maybe you can inject as a strategy rewards, appreciation. No? That is why there are some businesses, employee of the month. Employee of the month. And your photo will be posted on the bulletin board. Your name, no? Employee of the month. And you can see another, today is March, employee of the month, Costa. April, employee of the month, Villanosa. There is the feeling of an accomplishment. That's only one. What about their man hours? No? For example, you have to produce a certain product, and then there are different processes involved to produce that product. You are trying to evaluate this process number one, how many man hours? How many workers? From start to finish, again, man hours, number of workers, man hours, number of work. If you are the business manager or the owner of the company, how are you going to apply cost control on your process? Anyone? How can you apply? What continuous improvement can you think? With this, how can you improve this? You are the business operations manager and you want to apply some strategies so that you can have some cost control.
Time management.
Can you
Time management.
Can you expound that? Quite broad.
Parang magbe-base sila sa may sinusunod po silang proper time to work and to na ma-accomplish yung isang
Start and end.
Start and end, and then dapat after nito mag-start na tayo sa another one. So
Okay. That could be. What else? Yes?
Sir, is it applicable po ba to use the critical path method?
That is okay, no? In analyzing, because your responsibility as a business operator is to improve. That's your role. Because your salary is higher than the others. Yes.
Knowing the quota per day, sir? Knowing the quota of...
That's also achieving the quota per day. That's all. But how are you going to improve? Let's say this one plus 2 plus 3 cost you, let's say, no, in terms of man hours, it will cost you, let's say, 5,000 pesos. How are you going to, because you don't want this to be increased. You want this something like an improvement. Controlling the expenses. How? Yes?
By using the PDCA model po.
That could also, if you can, if for example, plan do, check up, you applied it and you saw, no, that this 1 and 2 can be combined. Or, option number 1. Option number 2, introduce technology. In introducing technology, maybe you can shorten the time, eliminate numbers of workers because you use technology. Or maybe some processes could be semi-automatic or fully automatic. And this one, because you introduce technology, you improve the process, combine the two process, you shorten the time. And this one will go down. That's cost control strategy. What we are discussing here, guys, is the actual application of costing and pricing put into action. We are applying the theories. And of course, you want to investigate. What are the things you want to investigate with regards to cost? What will you get from the finance and accounting department? What document do you need in order for you? If you are operations, there is accounting and finance department. What document do you need for you to analyze your cost?
Income statement.
Financial statement.
Financial accounting is used for external use. Investors, banks. What document do you need? Maybe an income statement. What? Starts with the letter M. You need the managerial accounting information because that is internal. That's the difference between financial and managerial accounting. So you need that information from accounting and finance department so that you can understand what is the cost. Because you want to see, no? If you have a project, the project starts with planning. In the planning, there is budget planning, correct? So, you want to understand this one is the actual and this one is the target. Correct? If, for example, if the target, let's say your project is divided to phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, project management. Okay? Alright. Phase 1, let's say is 5 million. Phase 2, let's say is 7 million. And phase 3 is 9 million. The total is 1221 M. Correct? So that is the target. Now, monitoring and evaluation, no? In the phase of monitoring and evaluation, okay? Phase 1 is, let's say, 5.2 M. What is the variance? 200,000. See? Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
po.
Huh?
Yes po.
The target is 5M. The actual is 5.2.
No.
That is not good. Because you overshoot the target by 200,000. That is not good. And now, let's say this one is ending, this one, phase 2, ending is June 2023. And that is 7 million, no? And now, you are hitting, let's say, 6M, no? March 27, this one, the finish of phase 2 is June 23. You still have a positive 1M. What are you going to do as a business operations manager? So what are you going to do? Are you still on track? Yes or no in phase 2? Are you still on track? Yes. Why? Why are you still on track? Your target is 7M. Phase 2 is going to be finished by June 2023. Today is March 27. You are already at 6M. You mentioned you are on track. Why? Because there is still 1M. So ensure that by June 2023, this 1M is not going to overshoot. Okay? Cost control strategies. So we can say that this monitoring of the project can be money. Yeah? Because there is a target. So we have materials, we have men, we have methods. In methods, how are you going to make cost control? Maybe you can apply PDCA as one method, or maybe apply just in time. Or maybe apply do it right the first time, your quality control management. Or maybe you use statistical process control chart to monitor everything. No? In your room, you have some statistical chart so that you know. What is the remaining one?
Machine.
Machine. What could be a good cost control of the machine?
By investing in modern technology so that they have a long life.
That could also be possible, but I don't have budget anymore. What could be a good strategy?
Maintenance.
Preventive maintenance. Again, I would like to repeat, if you are going to say maintenance, that's very subjective. It should be called preventive maintenance schedule of your machineries. No? So that the economic life of your machineries and equipment will prolong. Example, electric fan. Clean it on a weekly basis. Lights, clean it, wipe it every week. Television, air conditioning, ensure that your filter is always clean. Every 6 months, the indoor and outdoor coil and fins should be pressurized, water clean. Does it make sense? That is cost control. That's why people, to end this subject or this topic, that is why there is subject costing and pricing. However, I twist it. Where is it applied if you are already an operations management? So that ends my lecture for today, or my topic about cost control. Any feedback? Any key takeaways?
After our discussion, I now understand the importance of cost control when it comes to operations management as a maybe future manager someday or owner of
A
a
business.
business, and fully understand why we should not understand the cost control, because it will really help us to to understand, to be profitable, to have a positive revenues, and so on and so forth.
Where is during my analysis, where did I get or took my raw materials from the discussion? It came from what? Where did I get it? Where did I get it?
In the 5 and
From the
Right.
ore?
Inputs of resources.
Input of resources. You see? That is how strong input, process, output is all about. I hope you guys can learn the application of the theories to actual practice. Why are you studying? Why are you paying your tuition fee if you cannot apply those theories? Alright? So that ends my lecture for today. Okay? One more key takeaways.
My key takeaways for this discussion is about cost control strategies, which focuses on operations manager. We can use it in our future purposes since manufacturing companies are focuses on materials, methods, and as well as the machineries. So in order for a manufacturing company or a business to succeed, they need to have a proper analyzation or monitoring about the profitability, as you said earlier, sir, which is the profitability, revenues, controlling expenses, productivity, efficiency, and competitive advantage. So all of these factors in the business, we all need to learn about it so that we can improve or conduct solutions for better conduct of solutions to the company.
Alright, very well said. Some more? I have a question. If you want to eliminate all the hazard in the workplace, is that a cost control strategy that can lift up this one?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a factor po for the business po, the hazards and the risk po.
And
It
so
will-
what?
It will lessen the profitability of the business since it hinders the productivity of the business po.
For what? So what? If you are going to eliminate the hazard in the workplace, is that a cost control strategy that can boost up these business goals? Because
Since it's
who will benefit that?
employees and
The employees. And among the 5 M's, the human capital is the most important. I hope you guys who are under me are intelligent. Because the most important among the 5 M's is the human capital. Now, if you are going to eliminate those risks and hazard in the workplace, you are taking care of the employees. And the employees every day are working without accident. They are always present, no tardiness, they are motivated because there is no hazard. You see?
Yes.
So, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Doc.